Okay, this is section 2.2. It's point slope form. It's an additional form of a linear equation. Yesterday we talked about slope intercept form. So this is point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m quantity x minus x sub 1. All right, so the m is still the slope, and y sub 1 represents the y coordinate of a point, and x sub 1 represents the x coordinate of a point, the same point. You have to take them from the same point. So let's look at some examples. So we want to write an equation in point slope form of a line that goes through the point 2, 3 and has a slope of 8. So here is, again, point slope form. So we're going to take the point and we're going to sub it in. So it's minus. So I have y minus 3. Remember, my coordinates are always xy equals m, which is 8. And inside the parentheses, you're going to have x minus the x coordinate. You can leave it just like that. You don't need to do anything more to it. The next one says a line that goes through 5, 6, and 6, 7. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the slope. We're going to use the wine glass formula. So I'm going to take 7 minus 6 over 6 minus 5. So my slope is 1. So m is 1. Now you can use either one of the points, so you'll have two correct answers here. So I'll have y minus 7 equals 1 times x minus 6, or you can just have x minus 6, or y minus 6 equals x minus 5. You don't have to have that one. All right, number 3. A line goes through the point -2, or I'm sorry, -1, -2, and has a slope of 3/4. Just plug everything in where it belongs, but be careful with the signs. Our point slope form is subtraction. So we're going to plug in that -2, and it's going to become a negative plugging in for a negative. So it's going to be +2. We're going to put in the slope, and the same thing happens with the x. So be careful with your signs. Number 4, a line that goes through the point 5, 4 and 7, 3. So we're going to find our slope using the wine glass formula. So I have 7 minus 4 over 3 minus 5, which will give me -3/2. So your slope is -3/2. You can use either one of the points. So I'm going to have two answers. So y minus 7 equals -3/2 times the quantity of x minus 3. Or you can have y minus 4 equals -3/2 times the quantity of x minus 5. Two possible answers. All right, moving on. So graphing from point slope form. So first of all, you got to identify a point on the line. And you're going to use your coordinates, but they have to have the opposite signs. So you're going to first identify a point and use the opposite signs. So my x is over here, so I will have -1, +5 is my point. Okay, so I'm going to plot that. So I'm going to go to x is -1, +5. So I'm going to plot right there. Okay, and then I'm going to find the slope, which is right here. So then we're going to use the slope to plot more points. This is slope. So from there, my slope is 2, so I'm going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Okay, one more like this. So we have to identify our point, which will be 7, negative 3. That's where I start. Then you're going to use the slope of negative 1/4 to identify more points. So I'm going to go up 1 over 4. Continue in that pattern. See how well I can connect the dots here? Okay, let's do some word problems. So, the thing that you need to do with these word problems is you're always looking for 2 points. Let me get a white pen here. So you're always, that's not white. So you're looking for 2 points in the problem. So let's read this problem. At Crazy Owl's rental, it costs $32.50 per hour, plus an initial fee to rent four-wheelers. Mrs. Surgeon, being the daredevil that she is, rented a four-wheeler for 7 hours and paid $253. At this rate, how much would it cost Mr. Hack to rent a four-wheeler for 11 hours? So the per in the problem gives you a rate, which is your slope. Your slope is a rate. So our slope is $32.50. Okay, so Mrs. Surgeon rented for 7 hours and it cost her $253. Okay, so we are looking for we got a slope and a point, right? So let's put this in point slope form. So I have y minus my y coordinate, and I have my slope times x minus my x coordinate. All right, so if I solve this, let's simplify this. Distribute that. We're going to actually distribute this. So I have 3250x minus $227.50. I'm going to add that 253. I'm trying to get this into slope-intercept form. So I have y equals 3250x plus 2550. Okay, so if I know this was my hours, right? And this is my dollars. So we're looking for dollars. So if we just plug the 11 into this formula, the 11 hours that Mr. Hack rode the two-wheeler, if we plug this in and we take 3250 times 11 and we add that fee onto it, we get $337.50 plus 25. This should be 50. Yeah, should be 25.50, not 25.25. If we add those together, I get Y, or what he paid for 11 hours, is $383. So that's how you use your point slope form to figure this one out. I have one more. It's a Cubs one. So Mrs. Spring bought 18 tickets to the Sox game for $847, which included an online order convenience fee. The Sox lost the game, not surprised, the Cubs would have won. Anyhow, so she decided she needed to go to another game. This time she bought 31 tickets for $1,445, which included the same online order convenience fee. If she decided to go another time and buy 55 tickets, how much will she pay? Okay, so let's find 2 points again. Let me get a black pen. So we have the number of tickets and the total price. There's 1 point. And then we have the number of tickets and the total price. So let's just mark these tickets, cost. Okay, so if we use these points to find a slope, we'll have 1,445 minus 847 over 31 minus 18. So our slope is 598 over 13, which is a slope or a rate of 46. So let's go about this a different way this time. Multiple ways you can go at this. Let's use slope-intercept form. So if I put that 46 in for m, whoops, I'm going to go back to that problem. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to use slope-intercept form this time. And I'm going to put the 46 in for m. And I'm going to use one of the points to find my b. So then I'll have an equation in slope-intercept form. So let me see which one of the points I'm going to use. I'm going to use 847 for my y. And I'm going to use 18 for my x. So I have 847, and 46 times 18 is 828. And when I subtract 828 from each side, I get 19. That 19 represents the convenience fee you're going to have to pay on top of every ticket. So my equation is going to be y equals $46 times x, that's the number of tickets, plus that convenience fee, which is my y-intercept. So now we can take that 55 tickets that she wants to buy and put it in for x, and then we can add the convenience fee, and we'll get our total. So if you take 46 times 55, which is y equals $2,530, and you add that 19 onto it, you're going to pay $2,549 for 55 tickets.